Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Erenshor. It is a single-player simulated MMORPG, which means running around doing dungeon crawls, quests, loot, and whatnot, but it's specifically trying to simulate old-school MMORPGs, so early World of Warcraft, and pretty much all of EverQuest, maybe. I never actually played much EverQuest. In fact, I didn't at all. I bought a copy and then my parents wouldn't let me sub to it, so it was kind of worthless to me. But that's besides the point. Anyway, this came out back in April, and unfortunately I didn't get the chance to cover it because I was on vacation, but it just got a big update, literally like a day or two ago. And so I figured I'd dive in and check it out, especially because I met the developer today and he was a very nice guy. And I always feel very apologetic when I meet a developer and I haven't played their game yet. And so, yeah, money where my mouth is, let's dive in. So I've already made two characters. I ran around with one to get kind of my feet under me, but there's a couple of systems I'm not fully, I don't fully understand, so I figured I'd start over and try a different character and see how things go. Worst comes to worst, we play a little bit of the tutorial on one guy and then swap. So this is my Stormcaller. They are the classic kind of archer slash magic archer character. I think you can actually use them in melee as well, but haven't messed with that. And then I made a purple druid. Let's dive into the druid. Dive in with the druid. Stranded. So we have two options. You have kind of the more open world freeform one that doesn't hold your hand at all, and then Stranded, which is the more like guided tutorial. I'm going to do the tutorial at least for now. So like many, you were seeking a new life on Erenshor. Your voyage was underway when the ports were closed. Your vessel was redirected to Stowaway Steppe. Your adventure begins unexpectedly on a quiet island, challenging 1 to 2 hour long quest that introduces you to the unique systems while rewarding you with achievements and loot. Sure. I was kind of hoping there would be alternative races. I know that the developer is using the Sinti character pack, so you're going to recognize a lot of these character models probably, but I really hope we get dwarves at some point, for obvious reasons. So, let's see. Escape to close tips. Yeah, so I'm going to kind of speed through some of this, because I kind of know what I'm doing. H or right click. Welcome to Stowaway Steppe, stranger. Please go and check in the office up ahead. Here's your dock pass. Give it to the agent inside. Don't lose it. Office. Yes, the big building just to the right of the dock here. See Wendell inside with your papers to register. Bye. I for your inventory. Right click and hold. Hailing some NPCs. They'll have dialogue. You can click on that as well. Alright. Some quests require you to hand an item to NPC. Left click on an item, pick it up, drag it over to the NPC. Oh. Okay, dock pass. Here you go. Gain standing with the citizens of Stowaway Steppe. So welcome to Stowaway Steppe. You can head up the hill and into town. They'll slide over at the gate that you're registered. Alright, I should probably also equip my pants and Scroll of Weak Poison. I don't think I'm going to be much of a, like, melee fighter, to be honest, but that's okay. We'll have to see how the... Oh. Small croc has wandered onto the path ahead. Make sure you've equipped your weapon in your inventory. So, left click to target him. Press Q to start attacking. Or, poison. Whoop. Now, can you stack weak poison? No, you cannot. Okay, so you only have to do it once. I'll get a necklace. Play necklace. It does give me some health and armor, so I'll take it. When you stare at the sea too long, it can start to peer back. It's full of eyes. So many eyes. You have eyes. Your eyes are quite nice. Perhaps I may borrow them. You will like them, please. I only need one. Okay, so we need Steppe Lighthouse Key to get in there. I guess I should probably actually take a look at what my journal is. Head to the gate. Oh, wait. Oh. Hold up. Okay, welcome to Stowaway Steppe. If you're here to turn in dock papers, please do so now. If you don't have them, go back to the docks and get them. You already turned them in, move along. Can't keep track of everyone, and please don't ask about going to Erenshor, you can't. Not happening, pal. The mainland is enough of its own problems right now without us funneling new adventurers to stir up all the sleeping dungeons and caves, hunting for treasure. If you hear of anyone offering to get you there, you come and tell me. Interesting. I was not expecting potentially having to use, like, the chat window to say stuff to guards. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this tutorial because I think otherwise I'd be in trouble. Take a look at this character, Alice Hewer. What's she got? A croc jumped right out of the water and I got scared and dropped my necklace, and he ate it. He went off to the... Oh, well, alright. Thank you. Here, take this as a token of my appreciation. So we get a braided belt that is, yeah, definitively better than the necklace. And I think I leveled up too. Cool. I'm honestly getting some Morrowind vibes from this too. Like, old school MMO for sure, but still. Okay, so we're gonna buy the Sprout Aura. So this gives us 8 party HP lifesteal and increases our resistances a little bit. We can get better ones later. And I'm going to keep raising my wisdom proficiency, which I don't actually know what that does exactly. Some NPCs won't immediately give dialogue cues. You have to know what to say to them. So you've registered on the island, target him and say, I'm registered. Okay, so it doesn't actually care too much about syntax. It does a little bit. And what? You want your own key to this door? Got no more on me. You want to take care of that problem for me? Doing it comes with its own key. Okay, it's a big problem. Keo, the guy down by the lighthouse there, he's been making folks uncomfortable. We're gonna send him on leave for a bit. Go and deliver news and collect his gate key. It's all yours. Alright. Yeah, I think this is actually a better introduction, even if it's not like immediately, you know, get running and go. I think there's a little bit more structure to this. And also, I actually think this is a really nice looking location. And also, again, puts me in the Morrowind headspace, kind of. I haven't had a guy fall out of the sky and die in front of me yet, but still. Okay, do we know what I'm supposed to say to this guy? Keo's papers. Oh, papers. You're hereby granted leave of duty for the purposes of rest and recovery. You're required to vacate your post during this leave. Please execute this order in no more than 48 hours. You will be notified when it's time to return to Stowaway Step. Oop. I'm so happy I'll leave this place at once. It's cursed here, you'll see. All of you will see. Take this wretched key and pee away with you. Still don't have the lighthouse key, though. I wonder if there's more there. Can't wait for full release. And so apparently the developer has all of these are not like people chatting. This is just like an NPC dialogue just spamming in the window. But apparently the developer finishes developing for the day and then just sits down to write random chat messages. I think that's cute. What you want? Okay, so we can actually just go through here because we don't care. What's this guy say? Seems like it's kind of worth talking to a lot of people. Careful, good old Rattle Wrist is out again. That pesky skeleton. We just can't get rid of him. You can throw him in the sea and he just shows up again later on the same day. Don't be afraid to smack him around. He's pretty harmless. Rattle Wrists. Come back. Local celebrity at this point. He tips over pretty easily and you look strong. Just bop him one. Fair enough. We also have Desmond Schaefer. Adventure. Adventure awaits out there. I have to find a way off this island. I heard a rumor. Never mind, you don't want to get in trouble. Rumor? Just never mind. Rumor! Rumor! Oh, okay. Must have clicked off the game. I do also have auto run bound. So, if there are spellbooks or skill scrolls in your inventory, consume them. Yeah. When you win a battle, press E to loot. To watch light. Can I poison it? Target is invulnerable. Oh. Watchlight says. Oh. Okay. I guess don't fight that thing. Huh. Oh, we've got an inn with a bunch of stuff. Still haven't found anything to fight here. Well, we have a heck of a lot of people randomly wandering around. Or I could put together a party with a group builder. So select a class. Let's see. Well, we need a paladin. I'm level like 3 or something. So Blade Man Scrubby. Okay, be right there. Stay. None of these are scrubby. I could also just randomly invite people. Might also work. Oh, there he is. Scrubby. Okay. Arcanist. I wish I could tell which class some of these characters were. I mean, this one for sure is one of the archers. Kale has got to be a... Yeah, let's see if I can interact with Kale. Can I see what Kale is? I'd really like to be able to drag things around. Okay. I do manage roles. So we have a duelist, stormcaller. Okay, so all I need is an arcanist to get a full party here. So arcanist. I mean, do I want to just shoot for the moon, see if I can get a level 5? Okay, so we're looking for Arya. Kind of hoping it would be one of those where we'd, I could just send them an invite from afar. I know you can maybe invite people to your party at a later date. And part of the reason why I want to do this is druids are kind of your classic healer. And... let's see, is that them? There they are. Perfect. Druids are your classic healer, and I don't want to be running around fully on my own. So this is a shop. I can buy things here if I wanted to. Let's see. That's an Arcanist spell, Paladin spell. And while I could get some random junk, we don't really need it. Okay. You've done it. The island and its mysteries are yours to explore. Talk to everyone and see what you can learn. Jade, open your quest journal and see what you should be doing. It's empty now. Chat with villagers, see what you can uncover. Well, we have a full party at the very least, so that's good. Yeah, it seems like there's just random NPCs running around too, but Alright. Let's see if I can get some basic directions here. Set a respawn point. If you see a wishing well, you can left click on it. Okay, so I see. So what's Alorn say? Stowaway steps are home now. Like it or not, Erenshor is out of reach for most of us. Just wish that ritual wouldn't happen so often. We don't know. They won't talk to us. The guards have confronted them, but they do not speak. Some headed back and forth from the old tomb once or twice. Not sure why. Down the stairs in the forest, at the end of the path, you can get to an old island tomb. Not sure who's buried down there. Really creepy place, though. Okay, anybody else around here? No. Yeah, let's just go pick up some quests. I'll figure it out. So, the mini-map is not normally part of this game. I should mention that the mini-map is an option you can turn on, so you can have an even more bare-bones experience if you want. Welcome to the little town of Wycliffe. You get used to the place eventually, except for that pink smoke. Must be the ritual underway again. So it's just the ritual. Yeah, I just want to see if there's anything else that I should pick up. Okay, the Sivakayans aren't afraid anymore. They're causing trouble all over. They're folks that worship the goddess of war, Sivakaya. Battles in their souls, and their targets are anyone outside of their own circle. Alright? Doesn't look like I have a quest. Forges. So we can craft items, but we need a fuel source and a mold. And what other components I need. But not really that helpful at the moment. House just sold. You just missed the deal of a lifetime, let me tell you. Guy moving on is a bit of a character. He had a lot of stuff. Boy, this is just my life. Kazel the Goat. Just bought this place, saved up for years, never sold a thing until there was a deal. Climbed all over the world looking for deals, you see. Spent a whole night fishing and mining, now I'm rich. Fair enough. Alright, do we have any other NPCs? Town Crier. Oh, hi there, I'm just about to announce the latest news. Right now I'm recognizing the folks who have contributed to the help of the development of our fine island. What about this guy? Nope, that's one of my party members. Okay, so it looks like we don't have any other quests apart from go maybe deal with the cultists. I would rather be fishing, though. Well, Gary's always down in the port fishing. Catches all kinds of stuff. Crazy stuff. Likes to talk about it. Ask him. Calls them treasures and won't refer to them any other way. Davidson Malarkey. Ollie Waldorf. I love these names. Woe is me. I must have a moongill. I crave a moongill, but the shop has none for sale. Okay, I need someone who knows how to fish to catch me one. The old fishing pole for sale in there. But who has time for that? To make it worse, they only come out at night. Fair enough. Adventurer merchant. So, I have 94 money. Yeah, I'll get the fishing rod. I probably want to gear up a basic pick, but I think we have just enough money. Yes. You never leave town without it. So what's this guy have? Careful down in the forest. It's a rough place. Ugh, being a god is awful. I want to be something more emissary, or no, an ambassador. Well, let's go check out that ritual more than anything else. Oh, there's somebody in here. Spell merchant. Ooh. Not interact. Okay, here we go. So immobilize a target. Biting vines. So wrap your target in a vine, slows movement, and does damage over time. Summons a companion to fight him with you. Was that a decayed fawn? Okay. So is this the ritual place? Maybe? Have you found that? Hey, you're not Wyland. Don't disturb us. You're not part of this. Be gone. Yokya. Doesn't seem like there's much to do there, so let's go this direction. Grouping. This is a tough monster ahead. Flex Theris. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, well. Well, I think we're doomed. Yeah, I think we're pretty dead. Okay, so let's leave him for a little bit, or never. I think, for starters, I probably need a healing spell. For secondaries, I probably need more than that. Because I think I'm supposed to be the party healer, and I'm for sure not doing the party healing. Okay, well, somebody's been farming these spiders here and leaving their loot behind, so I'm not gonna look that gift horse in the mouth. Grab everything here. Yeah, when in doubt, just scrounge. Now, mineral deposit, so I can actually mine this. I've mined a rock. Fair enough. Who in the neutral starting town is just leaving all the spider bits all over the place? Not that I can complain too much. Okay, what do we have down here? Bandits. Bandit Cave is a great place to test your metal. Good idea to find a friend around the island to join you. We'll have to see if there's like a friends list that I can work with. Wait, was that a... Oh, that was a bow. Yeah, I wonder if there's an easier way for me to pull groups. It actually looks like we're getting a number of things. Cloth shirt, minor healing. I'm not experienced enough. I need to be level 3. Cloth sleeves. Yeah, I guess we're just going to have to leave that for later. I was going to mess around with Route Builder. Or no. Manage rolls. Max distance to pull. Go nuts. I guess they won't automatically do it unless I tell them to. And that's mostly fine. I don't necessarily know if I want to roll Druid here long term. But I figure, at least on the starter island, yeah, we benefit from... Do I actually? Yeah, I do actually just shank. Is this something I can loot? At this point, at the very least, I don't mind being the healer, considering we're mostly strong enough to just win without having to worry about it. That should be... Oh. That should be good enough. Seems like we're getting some random interesting things here. Like, actually useful healing items, maybe. The weak wand. Oop. Did we actually loot it? Loot him? I have no idea. Mine all the loot. Anything else here? Nothing I can grab. So what do we have? We have a... Oh, it's a mace or a wand. Main hand, offhand. Chest on attack. Okay. Cannot equip 2 of the same relic items. Oh. Okay, cloth pants. Is there a way to, like, compare items? Oh, it's shift 1 if I want to do attack. That's actually useful to know. Armor 2, armor 3. Armor 3, armor 5. Storm collar only. Okay, so it looks like we're kind of out of things that we can do in this cave. Actually, is a little bit of a downer because, yeah, we got a straight up scroll of minor healing from here. What is this? Lumen stone. Okay, yeah, being able to do shift 1 helps dramatically. Now here's the question. Okay, my wand maybe doesn't let me do ranged attacks. Okay, my inventory is full empty. Guess I'm gonna place that there to destroy. Now, I have this map. But I don't know if I can specifically do anything with it. Looks like mining doesn't have any kind of, like, leveling system. It is just gain rock. Well, alright. I guess let's head down here. Yeah, I could keep fighting bandits. That seems to be somewhat practical. I don't know about the experience from it, but, people in there. Yeah, it seems somewhat practical to keep going back in there, especially if I'm able to learn stuff like healing. Ooh. Yeah, chunk of iron ore. Okay, so I was actually getting some kind of useful things from that. Let's see, meat, spider carapace. That actually should give me a decent amount. I'm gonna eat the food and water. Let's see what that gives me. Hydrated and nourished for 10 minutes. So it's probably better mana and health regen. Like, actually wouldn't be a bad idea grabbing a stack of a couple of these. There's probably better food later. Okay, so how do we combine maps? Yeah. Top right portion of an old map. Bottom left. Top left. It doesn't seem like it can interact with it beyond. This might be one of those that we have to leave for, like, a later date. We can also make a Voidstone Charm. And a Charm of Compassion. Why have I found these? They don't seem particularly doable. Well, I could go fight that thing again. Okay, it was this guy. You're not Wyland. Oh, Wyland's the rich guy that goes for the deals. Let's go over here. Luckily, NPCs don't care if you accidentally whisper them. Hope there's a bard class someday. Me too, buddy. Okay, do not disrespect the shrine to Vithio, Lord of Air and Sea. Brings us the wind and sail. And sea to traverse. He brings us the island to call home. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else here. What about over here? Nezroth Daggerheart. Used to be quite the adventure, and now I'm washed up. Old injuries, you know? Couldn't protect my grandfather's lucky coin for those bandits. Oops. I guess we're gonna have to go fight more bandits for that coin. I mean, easy enough. Doesn't cost me too much. It was very good loot fighting them, so I don't mind. I bet it probably drops from the boss at the end. But hey, they've probably respawned by this point. So we still haven't gone the rest of that direction. I just don't know if we want to try fighting the big guy. The tutorialization is like, yeah, go get a group. I really do appreciate that the game... Oh, no, we do have a ranged attack here. Grab them all. I really do appreciate that the game does just let you group up in one giant fight squad. And I don't actually know how much I care to do mining. It seems like healing is pretty practical. Okay. So I have to have myself selected. The one thing I've found out about recently, there's a game called Fellowship coming out in a couple weeks, where you can just hover over somebody and then press like a cast. And oh, that would be lovely. Even for this one, I know that's very much like a newfangled thing. Did we just find like a gazillion scrolls for myself? Minor lightning, minor lightning, minor lightning. Maces, some other things. Coal actually is kind of good. Blood Feast. Oh, that's Duelist. It seems like the clothing isn't worth nearly as much as the gear. What about this one? Magic Bolt. Hey, so we now have a spell we can cast that does damage. Get him, Fight Squad. I think the Arcanist is by and far my lead fighter. Okay. Lead with poison. There we go. There's the coin again, and also more minor lightning. Okay, so what doesn't? Priel knife. Low ranking Priel bandits. I just see Priel, and it's like, that vaguely sounds name-ish. Is that something I need to worry about? I'm actually really enjoying this. It's, you know, it's a little clunky and weird, and I don't quite know what I'm doing or where I'm going, but like, this really does just feel like me loading up one of those old free-to-play MMOs. Like, not one of the like extremely high-end expensive ones. I've obviously, once again, EverQuest or oh, is there a merchant here? There is a merchant here, because this is the spell vendor, which we very much want to talk to. Because I have Tangle, which I think I can just learn now. No, I gotta be level 8 for that one. But yeah, we don't need multiple scrolls of minor lightning. What I should look into, to some degree, is... yeah, sell Blood Feast, because I don't think I can do anything with that. Yeah, gotta be level 6, gotta be level 8. So I could get the Decayed Fawn, Biting Vines, and Tangle. How much money do I have now? I have 1,000. Sure. Arcanist. Okay, Jolt is something I can afford. And use. Stormcaller, Duelist. I think we already have that other one. And, okay. Get out of here for a second. So, oh, I'm almost able to use it. Level 9, level 5. Okay, so I'm actually very underleveled to use a number of these spells. I guess it'll prevent me from looting things for a bit. Oh, the crowd disappeared. Coin. Alright, coin. Okay, so that levels me up. Gain standing with the Huntsman and Citizens of Stowaway Step. Okay, what did he give me? Copper Sword. Well, not really helpful for me. Oh god, the crowd's back. Okay. So the one thing I can do is actually hand this to an ally if I want to. Yeah, so I could actually give them a sword if I want. I mean, it's barely worth anything. Yeah. More in wisdom. The only question is I don't actually know if I get to keep any of these, or keep any of these things, keep any of these characters, because what I'd love to do is actually, like, add one of these as a friend permanently. So I can more reliably pull them in. Maybe if I can remember. Yeah, Duelist Kale. Wait. Maybe it's like... Where's Kale? There's Kale. Okay, so we have help. What I want to do... Oh, cool. So I can actually do some debug stuff if I wanted to change the weather around. Talk to NPCs, take your time, read dialogue and hints. Best to be in a group, share your loot by handing it to them. SimPlayers, auto-learn spells and skills. Target a party member. Ah, F keys. For more. There's audio cues. Okay, command not recognized. One second, there's got to be a way to add like a friends list. Because yeah, if I'm going to be giving these characters items, I ideally want them to be able to find them again. Okay, so the answer is I just do /friend. Okay, so we now have all 4 of them onto the friends list. So now if I send them items, I'm not going to feel weird about it. Let's go check out this forest. Looks like we got a whole mess of skeletons down here. Might be things that I can interact with. This one looks extra suspicious. Shivering Key Halloween event required. Okay, definitely not doing that. But did I mess up my bar? I did. Oh, that's okay, we can just fight some skeletons for a moment. And yeah, I can pretend to be a party healer here. Hopefully there's some like more deeper character building at a later date to like play around with some of these things. Namely, I'm more of a heal over time kind of guy than a like direct heal. When I raided in World of Warcraft, it started as a Death Knight, like DPS, and that was it for a while. But then we had way too many DPS and not nearly enough healers, so I was like, yeah, I'll roll healer for a while. And then it kind of stopped. I don't know. It was very fun. I had a good time playing it, but then there was kind of like just a... Well, I guess really I was going to college in a couple of months, and I just knew that, like, there was no way that my WoW playing habits would survive into college. And the answer is, yeah, no, they didn't. I actually went back to it. Shell and I had loaded it up for a couple months to just kind of play. I think it was like one spring break specifically. I had just said, you know what, I'm just gonna stay in town, not leave the dorms. We are just going to go around and explore, or not explore, you know, just be kind of boring homebodies, because going home costs a couple $100 in train tickets, and also my parents' house is extremely cold. And so I figured, yeah, I'll just leave that for a much later date. Or much later date, you know, when I'm actually going back home proper for... Oh, looks like there's something in there. Still nothing I can do with these. It does not speak. Oh, we found a dungeon. Alright. Yeah, it just seemed like it would be a nice vacation to hang out, be boring, and play video games with her for a week. And the answer was, yeah, it was awesome. We did like a recruit a friend and just hung out. And cruised all the way from like level 1 to level, jeez, I think we got it up like 60, 70. Like, I think we were in Burning Crusade. By the time we were done in that week, which was, I don't know, compared to how long it took me to get there when I was a teenager, that was like a massive speed increase. That's a different party. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, you can apparently swim. And yeah, it seems like the ghosts in the dungeon are pretty good experience. Still very much feel like the weakest party member, but that is okay. Oh yeah, we can even see my overall DPS is like 6. I guess actually that's not that bad. Question, can I poison a ghost? You can. That didn't make any sense. I ain't gonna complain. And yeah, I seem to have plenty of mana regen, so we don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. But I also wouldn't expect my character to be particularly great. Okay, so we've learned how to make a decayed fawn. Can I move it onto my bar? Okay. Yeah, it looks like my decayed fawn. That's, a little bit more than a decayed fawn. That's a horror creature. Gonna run around. Doesn't look like it can loot the tombs on the side. As far as I can tell. Yeah, so is there a way that I can make hotkey? That one. Yeah, I don't really want my summons to be right next to all of my other abilities. But that is okay. But to be honest, I haven't actually been back to play more World of Warcraft since. That hood in. Yeah, so some of these characters actually could use gear and equipment. That is something I should remember. Let's see, arm. Yeah, so I can throw stuff on them. Yeah, so Vesper has like nothing. Let's see, we've got a couple of rusty short swords. Can it be offhand? Primary or secondary? Where's Kale? Kale. Oh no, the Priel knife is actually better on them. Do I have anything else? Juice. Evitable minor protection. Doesn't seem like there's anything I can do with that. There we go. But yeah, ultimately for me with MMOs, it just ends up being kind of a lengthy endeavor. And very grindy. But I still kind of miss it. That feeling of just having a big open world that I can explore and wander around and get lost in repeatedly and in various ways. Oh, did we not poison it? I suppose not. Yeah, I gotta really lead with that. Otherwise it's kind of not worth it. I guess I should poison both of them. And it seems like my summon, yeah, isn't getting damaged. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about its stats or abilities or anything. And that's okay. Grab these. Let's see. Paladin. Golden Loomstone ring. Ring. And then that for sure is way more valuable than a dagger. Another rusty dagger. Can check the map. We don't know. I'm looking for dead ends. Because dead ends means I can check them out and then not have to worry about it. Oh, Scrubby's actually taking some damage. Then again, Scrubby being a paladin means that Scrubby can heal himself somewhat comfortably. This is why I like potentially being a heal over time druid. Because then I can kind of let things handle itself. So we have, yeah, random stuff. And more lunar madness. Magic bolts. Summon cursed fawn. Oh, I have decayed fawn. I don't need the sleeves either. Well, I'm gonna have a gazillion things to potentially sell. after all of this, which is useful. I would love to have more equipment slots. I don't know if we're going to get that. I do know that there are mods for this game, and that might be something I actually do play around with. Not now, but later. Because there might be one of them specifically that gives me extra inventory space. Okay, this... Holy shit, this dungeon is... This is a dungeon! I know that sounds, like, silly. Ow. But I'm so... Ow. Are we just ignoring the sorrowful spirit, I suppose? Okay. Yeah, I think they were just standing there. Well, this does send me back to town, which is kind of fine. I don't know if we lose anything on death. But that's fine. We go back to town. I could go back into that dungeon. I do wonder if I'd be better off as like a different healer. I interact with this character. Auto stack at the bank. Because yeah, I might as well move these over for sure. Tangle. Minor lightning I might be able to use. Nope. Fighting vines. That we can learn. First fawn we cannot. Paladin, Paladin, Arcanist. Some of these can be learned by multiple. Honestly, kind of wish you could actually do the Final Fantasy thing where it's one character, multiple classes. I actually really adore that system. I'm going to keep the meat just in case I can actually cook. Same thing with Lumen Stone. And I'll keep the maps around because literally at no point will we ever be free of them. Okay, so what's up with... Oh no, this isn't the guy. I swear I saw somebody with this... The name of the cultist, or the name that the cultists were saying. But I don't remember. Am I bootless? I am bootless, aren't I? Should have... Oh, no, you can sell Starstone. Minor lightning. Well, I guess I'm about to be able to maybe use that. I can sell that too. I think everything else is done. So, let me check my journal. Whispers of Wyland. Oh. Odd cultists won't say much. One's mistaken you for their friend Wyland before realizing his error. If you find Wyland, he may be holding a note or a clue as to what they're up to. I see. So we have to find Wyland somewhere. I do wish you could press E on these chests on the ground rather than right-clicking them. It'd make loot vacuuming a little easier. Not that I really need to do that. Well, actually, we do. Oh, did we find gloves and give them to another character and not put them on ourselves? Whatever. We did. Okay. I'm going to leave Big Chunker alone. Lax Theris. Opponent will be a challenge. Oh, piss. Alright. And so when they say it will be a challenge, it is in fact actually just death. I'm going to give him the biting vines and we're just going to wander off. I don't know what happens when nobody else is left alive but me. I was not expecting him to aggro that well. Scrubby has died. I thought Scrubby was still alive. Or had already died. Or maybe they had. I have no idea. What do we have around here before I get toasted? Don't look like anything. Okay, let's just respawn. So we're looking for Wyland. I swear I'd seen that name before. I thought it was the guy in here. But no. Okay, for sure have not seen where Wyland is. Wyland is in the dungeon. Okay, barring anything else, let's, I guess, just offload stuff back at the spell merchant. I really wish I could, like, hot sell things. That would save me some time. Do we need these? No, it says it's pretty, sell it, so hopefully I don't need it. Okay, the dungeon was down here. There's one thing I should probably do is actually double check. I'm noticing Kale... Yeah, what does Scrubby have on? Oh, he's got a rusty hatchet. No offhand. He's got armor across the board, though. Have I done? Yeah. Yeah, so let's just go back to the dungeon, I suppose. We do spells and skills. Make hotkey 4. Oh, I see. You good? Yeah. So if I do manage rolls. Guard auto pull on. There we go. That might solve some of our problems. Does mean that we're going to be that much more aggressive in certain environments, but it is going to save me a lot of time. Especially once we get into the dungeon where we don't have quite as many. Oh, there's my stats for my fawn. So auto assist, main group assist, attack, break, spell. That should be easy enough. Let's go back into the island tomb. This should be dramatically easier, rather than me having to manage it all. It means I might have to focus on healing, but so be it. I pulled the wrong thing. Okay. Well, at least we've got kind of a party going. I do wonder if I'm cut out to be a healer on this one. Maybe it's just one of those that I'm not in a good spot to be healing at the moment. So 12 damage a tick, 12 damage a tick. So the vines and the poison do kind of the same thing. Yeah, so it's probably better that I spread weak poison everything. The main question is... is going for like magic bolt super practical. I suppose it probably is. Because otherwise I'm not doing anything. I am pretty overpowered. Or at least these guys. Is once we get to the actual like Engi shades, that's where this stops being great. There we go. I do have to also wonder what this would be like if I was playing like Paladin or something. Just one where I don't have to worry about pulling. I am the man who pulls. We should probably actually let the team rest for a bit. We are looking pretty low on mana. Well, we got another ring and maybe some other stuff. Now, the one thing is Scrubby. Yeah, Scrubby doesn't have any rings. New target, Scrubby. Do I have to be closer? There we go. Do I have anything else? Give him that. Let's see. I don't have any gloves. Cloth gloves. So he's got a rusty hatchet. Duelist and paladin. I don't think there's any better weapons. So that's at least giving him a decent amount more HP. Why is Arya so much tougher? Oh, because they're rocking like a fluorite amulet and well, maybe another old torn cape. Idol of Civikaya. Okay, so yeah, they've got some rarer stuff on them. And the main thing is giving Scrubby the more, yeah, giving Scrubby the extra HP means I have more leeway on healing them. I think as it was standing, their base HP was not the best. It does make me wonder if some NPCs have better priorities than others, to kind of simulate like, hey, this character does not know what they're doing. Because that's not uncommon. I mean, I was certainly one of those people. I think my first raid, or not raid, dungeon experience was, Dead Mines, in World of Warcraft. And at that point, that was like literally the first time I'd ever run into the concept of the MMO Trinity. And so, as part of that, I didn't process the fact that we needed a tank, that like aggro management was important, or anything like that, because my shaman at the time was like high enough level that it wasn't too big of a deal, fighting most things like my level or higher, but like I was a decent enough solo gamer that I could get through a lot of stuff pretty comfortably. But yeah, trying to throw ourselves into Dead Mines, it was just, we were having the hardest time running through. And weirdly enough, like, nobody in the group seemed to kind of question the fact that, yeah, we just didn't have a tank at the time. Which I think is kind of an interesting question of, were we all stupid? Or was I just that convincing? Because I don't think I am. And this is like classic WoW, like there's no reason why we'd be able to handle that stuff super comfortably. And yet, well, I get another one of these rings for myself. Scrubby's already got them, obviously. What about Kale's? Kale does not. Yeah, Kale's actually got some really cool looking gear. What's this one have? Summon Cursed Fawn. Again, I mean, it's better than these gloves. Okay, what do we have over? There's so much. Oh, there's 4 of them. Well, we are almost assuredly toast. Damn it. I don't know what happens when they run away. Can I, like, spectate? Okay, so stay the hell away from sorrowful spirits there. Not to be trifled with. I can fight, like, one, maybe two of them. Group of 4? Oh, we're toast. Ah, it tosses me back to town. I mean, my inventory is full, so maybe it's a fine time. And I'm also about to hit level 6, which will give me a boost. Did I want to talk to the banker for anything we do? Because I've got another crafting thing. Where do you have cursed? Yeah. I think that's all good. I guess let's take a look at Arya. Because she doesn't have a hood. Got better pants than anybody else. Doesn't have shoes. What about Vesper? Vesper is in a bad way. What is this bow? Traveler's bow, 51 DPS. Yeah, it's probably better than what we've got. Alright, I think I don't have anything else that's useful. Ring from the tutorial dungeon is so OP. Well, that would be nice. I still have my wand. Not that it's making a difference here. I'm getting slapped for it, but it's fun. I don't know. It's fun kind of trying to probe the limits of where I can go and what I can do. I think the only big beef is just getting past the initial spirits, as they're not particularly interesting to fight at this point. Maybe I could actually ignore it. And on the plus side, we are getting a bunch of money. So maybe it's all okay. Alright. Yeah, I guess the one problem with telling my group to auto-pull. Oh, it's off. Okay. Question. Falling damage? Doesn't seem to be much. Now, if this is real, all of these people would have abandoned me like a long time ago. Which makes me very glad that this is not real. What does this remind me of? Oh, it's been a while. There's a, MMO that I did not play much of. There's a Korean MMO where you specifically... Hey, can we just run past all these spirits? Maybe. They're not that dangerous. Okay, this one seems to have aggroed, but the rest we can kind of ignore. That one's distracted fighting somebody else. Or has decided to fight us. Okay. That's fine. We can take a moment and just fight some things, especially because it gets me up to level 6. Why am I casting weak poison on it again? I don't know. Learn minor lightning. What is minor lightning? 85 magical damage, secondary on secondary targets. Ah. That's some good damage. I'd say a little on the expensive side, but I'm not too worried about it. And yeah, it's full damage onto secondary targets. The one question I have is, do spells scale over time? I'd certainly hope they would, but it doesn't seem to be the case. I'm a big fan of spells scaling with level rather than not. But, Yeah, I'd seen some people talking about there being mods for this game, so I think I'm going to have to poke at that as well, just to see what I can do to modify the experience more. I've already got the leveling speed up. Okay, Arya, Vesper, Kale. Kale doesn't have any boots. Kale. Kale. Have shoes. I always feel bad for people. I think it's Die Hard, specifically. I always feel bad whenever a character is presented as shoeless, because I'm just like, oh god, that has gotta suck. Oh, I guess it doesn't want me to loot things mid-combat. Okay. And nice part is, we have a lot of money. Not so nice part is, I don't have much to spend it on. Okay, so it seems like the side paths aren't viable. Yeah, so I should probably just heal Stubby and then hit lightning. Maybe. Well, easy enough. I don't know if we've learned anything else. It seems like this is a little bit more doable. Oh. How many of these Lumenstone rings have I picked up? But Vesper. Vesper has none of them. Ring 1. Let's see, we have wrist hats. We have technically a skull cap, which might be better than the hood. Yeah. I don't know how much the difference on those are. But probably worth it. Okay. Vesper does not have cloth sleeves. Doesn't seem like Arya does either. Alright, that gives us some more stats. I guess I should probably move my rotation around a little bit. There we go. Yeah, this seems a lot easier than the other section with all the... let's see. The other section with all of the dark murder ghosts. Might still be worth going after the dark murder ghosts, as there are potential benefits for fighting them. Oh, I'm just flesh out of mana. Flesh, fresh. Let's see, I should probably eat and drink. That'll give me some bonuses. I should probably also summon my Decayed Fawn. There we go. So we've got that thing. This. Doesn't seem like there's much I can do with it. Ghostly key required. Rotting mummy. Okay, so this is something I can potentially get past. Doesn't seem like it does too much damage. Okay, mummy has mummy wraps. Fair enough. Looks like there's another one here. Probably start with the mummy. Okay, seems like Scrubby's actually taking some serious damage here. So I should focus on healing. Okay, Mummy's dead. We don't have to worry as much. So might as well do another minor lightning. Even if it's kind of overkill at this point. What is this? Another cursed fawn. Magic bolt, more cloth sleeves, and more mummy wraps. Let's see, Scrubby. Now, what do we have here? More mummies. Where are we? We're in this kind of interior area. Otherwise, we could go to the other one. I don't know which is more practical. Seems like he's getting kind of slammed here. Okay, no target. Okay, so the mummies are certainly punchy. How much experience are we getting? 26 a pop. It's not as good as I'd like it to be. But that's okay. Let's go back. I don't think the mummies are the place to be here. I don't know if the bear cave is the place to be either. Well, on the flip side, it seems to be kill the bear time. I mean, they're worth almost as much experience as a mummy, so clearly there's some merit to fighting these suckers. There is something further back. Is there? Where does this go? Stowaway step. Oh, secret other entrance. Yo, that's awesome, actually. Where's that put me? Back here. Oh, on the other side of the goods. Yo, that's nice. That means I don't have to go past the initial ghosties to get in. Haven't made much progress on clearing this island. I think if I knew exactly what I was doing, this would be easier. I'm having a couple of friction points, very few, but namely the big one for me is I really wish buying and selling things was quicker. I don't like having to select each and every one of these. Maybe there's a way in the options to be able to auto sell faster. Oh, no, self is F1. Dang. Classic template, modern template. It's mostly just the, like, I want to be able to quick sell things. Right click required for item info, screen shake. No. Yeah, because it'd be really nice if I could do, like, hold shift or control and sell all of them. And it doesn't seem like it's either. And so, like, it only slows me down by, like, a little bit, but that slowdown is still noticeable when I'm trying to get through a large quantity of inventory space. And yeah, I know I could save my money or just not pick things up and just kind of speed past this, but this is, like, actually good, useful stuff. And, like, I've made a ton of money by selling everything, so I don't know. Yeah, what are the other friction points? You know, I don't know. I think it's really just the interacting with things, buying and selling, and the party inventory management. I get why I'm supposed to drag an item onto them, but I kind of wish I could just pull up this guy's character menu and just be like, okay, equip this here, equip this here, equip this here. Dragging it onto them is kind of strange. I know it's supposed to simulate like trading and some other stuff. Oh, left click on any slot to help them. I guess it's kind of in there, but it feels like there could be a little bit of quality of life. Not so much in like the mechanics, but how you interact with the UI. Then that's about it. Otherwise, I don't know, pretty positive about what I've seen so far. It very much does evoke that like early game free-to-play or early 2000s, early to mid 2000s MMO grind of this is merciless, there's a big open world, there's a bunch of vague quests that aren't really going to tell you where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. But if you can kind of keep at it, be persistent, you'll figure it out and actually be able to have a fair bit of fun wandering the world and exploring and whatnot. And like, huge plus on this one, this is just starting out. The game came out back in April and will be, oh boy. The game came out back in April and will be getting regular updates. I mean, if the last one, April's 5 months ago? So hopefully it's one of those that'll keep getting updates and like attention over the next couple of months. I think they specifically have like a the developer had mentioned having a roadmap. People get mad at them if they deviate from that too much, which honestly you can understand. But you know, if it's what, 4 or 5 months every big update, but the big updates add new classes, new areas to explore, new features, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I can see that being a good pace. And once again, if there's modding, especially for something, I don't want to say as like bare bones as this, because I feel like that's dismissive. But it could be potentially one of those where you could, oops. Where you could really add on to this game if you want to. Without like really breaking the balance too hard. One I would love to see is just randomized like more randomized item stats and scaling. I always really like it when games let me do that. I'm gonna go hang out over here in hopes that Scrubby's gonna remember, hey, the healer's getting slapped. I do really look forward to potentially having some other abilities I can play around with. And passives. Like, you can get dodge and some other things. I think that actually would be quite helpful. Yeah, see, the problem is now I'm kind of in that, like, hooked state where I'm like, well, I could just keep going. And no, I shouldn't. I think this is going to be something that I probably back burner for now. I might get myself off Tutorial Island before the next video. Oh, no, we should wait. Actually eat and drink. Because that gives me a buff for 10 minutes. Namely, shouldn't be going into fights without mana. But I know you can buy, like, passives and other abilities, and so that's something that I think is going to make a massive difference long-term in my ability to complete dungeon crawls and fight things and whatnot. Oh, the other friction point. I would love to be able to, like, pick these up and drag them somehow. Like, even if I have to hold, like, a conditional, like, hold control or something like that. Being able to pick my spells up, move them, and... oh, Sorrowful Spirits again. Am I just going to aggro everything to the side? No. Okay. Looks like they're leaving me well enough alone. Yeah, because like I said, I can fight a Sorrowful. Oop. I think I'm just going to focus on healing Scrubby. Damn it. Okay, got it. And looks like Scrubby gets back up again. Good. Oh, there's a bunch of clothing here. Huh. Looks like something might have been casting something at me, but I'm going to leave that. I'm gonna do guard. I want to see if I can force these guys to come to me. There it is. Okay. Slight benefit. Damn it, Scrubby's dead again. It seems like Vesper is able to kind of off-tank. Scrubby, on the other hand, is getting wrecked. Okay. Are we good? Kind of. Because, yeah, I'm seeing a failed cremation back here. I think that's going to be how I end this. Big chair. I want to be able to sit in big chair. I cannot. It does not have the right collection. There is the third friction point. I cannot sit on big chair. Alright, I keep forgetting to summon my decayed fawn. I was gonna call it a decayed spawn, and I'm like, no, that doesn't seem right. What do you get off of this one? Yo, that was some stuff. Anything else in here? Yeah, so everybody wants the charred boots, which I'm not terribly surprised by. Okay, so where's... First and foremost, give it to Scrubby, for sure. And then probably Kale is the other one. Okay, anything else? Doesn't look like it. I think we're pretty clear. So unless there's something I can interact with in here, this whole zone is done. I'm going to set them to follow, and hopefully they will follow me again. Perfect. Alright, yeah. No, I think this is really neat. So I might as well mention that Erenshor is available on Steam, so if you do want to pick it up and play it. Oh. Got time for alts, you should be on Wabo. Funny. This is... At this point, this is my main guy. Not Wabo. Though, honestly, I think I'd leave the healing for a... I would leave healing for somebody else, an NPC that is paying more attention than I am. I think I'd have probably an easier time as either tank or DPS. Maybe, given the situation. I don't know, I'll play around with it. For now, though, yeah, Erenshor is available on Steam, so if you want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's 20 bucks, but for how much content there is in this game, and how long it's going to take to get through all of it, I think that is a very worthy price. It does use, like, the Cinti art style, this, like, low poly character model. I honestly, apart from acknowledging that it exists with... Ooh, sparkly? But why? You need the cloth shoes. No, it's mine. Okay, so we've actually seen a decent chunk of this. Wait. I missed something. Oh, dang it, they're respawning. There's for sure more down this path. Which is slightly confusing because it must be on the other side of that. It for sure must be on the other side of that. Like chair or something, maybe? Maybe there's a puzzle I missed. I do not know. Oh, it's fine. But yeah, I don't know, I think this is really neat. I think the asset back stuff actually works, is blended together well. So much of it is just art direction and also what it's trying to do. Because everything on this is trying to look like it's 10, 12 years old. Or, sorry, not 10, 12 years old, 20 years old, cripes. Don't make me think about time. It ends up achieving a timeless aesthetic, and visual style, and so it's one of those where it's a lot harder to complain about, you know, aesthetics or anything like that, because yeah, it looks good for what it is. Maybe not for everybody, but at least for me, it really has that appeal down immediately. Where the heck is that door? Maybe there's a switch in one of these rooms that I completely missed. Oh, there it is. Consider NPCs. Just because it looks scary doesn't mean you can't talk to it. Hello. Do not disturb things you do not understand. It's been centuries since we've been graced with the living presence. We have given all of ourselves. Why have you come here? Fair enough. I guess this is like their weird, I don't know, burial chamber, question mark. Yeah, I could have fought them, but why? Alright. What was left here? I don't know. Oh, we've pissed off the mummies. Go for that. It seems like the group is having an easier time, even just that one level. Seems to have made a huge difference in our ability to contend with mummies. Okay, but I do really have to go before I, like, just keep playing for hours. So, I guess with all of that said, yeah, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. No, don't hit the auto run button like a fool. Ah, they're respawning on me. It's okay. These guys are easy. I don't remember if there's anything else for the outro, but like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.